Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. In today's episode, we delve into the latest market movements and corporate maneuvers. U.S. oil producers resist aggressive drilling strategies despite Trump's policies, according to an Exxon executive. Wolf Research highlights companies at risk of cutting dividends, while Microsoft faces a slide as the FTC launches an antitrust investigation. Supermicro celebrates financial freedom by settling loans with Bank of America and Cathay Bank. Meanwhile, Symbotic stock takes a 40% hit due to an accounting error. Chevron criticizes California's new fuel inventory law, warning it could lead to higher prices for consumers. The Nasdaq dips and S&P struggles as tech stocks face pressure amidst stagnant PCE inflation figures. On a brighter note, XAI is on track for over $100 million in annual revenue with plans for a standalone Grok app release, and Hafnia announces a $0.379 dividend payout. Stay tuned after this short ad break to learn more about these headlines and their implications for investors and consumers alike. U.S. oil and gas producers, such as ExxonMobil, are not expected to significantly boost production under the Trump administration because they are concentrating on capital discipline. Despite Trump's promises to expand drilling, Exxon backs the Paris Climate Agreement and supports U.S. Inflation Reduction Act incentives like carbon capture tax credits.
Wolf Research highlights stocks that might reduce dividends, particularly those with high yields and debt ratios. Key companies include SiriusXM Holdings, Vail Resorts, Conagra Foods, Enterprise Products Partners, Pfizer, United Parcel Service, and Xerox Corporation. These firms have substantial debt maturing in the next 3 years.
Microsoft is reportedly under a comprehensive antitrust investigation by the United States Federal Trade Commission. The probe looks into various aspects of Microsoft's operations, such as cloud computing, software licensing, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence practices. This information comes from Bloomberg News.
Supermicro Computer stock price rose slightly on Wednesday after the company announced it had fully prepaid and terminated loan agreements with 2 lending firms as of November 20, 2024.
Symbotic shares dropped 40% after the robotics company cut its quarterly forecast and postponed its annual report filing because of a revenue recognition error. The company is now evaluating the situation.
Chevron has criticized a new California law that allows the state to regulate refineries, describing it as based on inaccurate arguments. The law is intended to prevent fuel shortages, but Chevron warns it could result in supply issues and higher gas prices. They argue it might discourage investment in California's energy sector.
U.S. stock indexes fell on Wednesday as investors processed economic data and disappointing corporate results before Thanksgiving. The S&P 500 dropped 0.4%, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.3%, and the Nasdaq Composite declined 0.6%. Tech stocks were hit hardest, with Dell and HP leading losses due to weak forecasts.
Elon Musk's AI startup, XAI, is projected to surpass $100 million in yearly revenue. The Grok chatbot, now part of the X social network and SpaceX's Starlink service, might soon be available as a standalone app. XAI recently secured $6 billion in funding and intends to utilize NVIDIA GPUs for its data center.
Hafnia, listed on the New York Stock Exchange, announces a quarterly dividend of 37.9 cents per share, payable December 12 to shareholders recorded by December 6. The company reported earnings per share of 42 cents and revenue of $497.89 million, surpassing expectations by $132.22 million. Thank you for tuning into the Daily Business and Finance Show. Stay informed, stay ahead. Join us next time for more insights that matter to your success. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Until tomorrow dawns, take care and goodbye for now. This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. This podcast provides information only and should not be construed as financial or business advice. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.